Hey, Facebook, what's going on? It's your girl, Dr. V. What's up, Periscope and YouTube? Whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, I want to welcome you to this broadcast. Um, I've got some things to say. That's what I'm going to say. I've got some things to say. And hopefully, it'll bless you. Hopefully, you'll be able to use it in your life. Um, a lot of times we find ourselves holding on to things that no longer serve us, holding on to situations, relationships, things that are not productive in our lives, but we hold on to them in spite of that lack of productivity, that lack of place anymore in our lives. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it because what tends to happen is we find ourselves stuck. We need to purge some things, but we don't want to purge them. And so we're holding on to them, and they end up delaying us, preventing us from being able to get to where God wants us to get to in the time frame in which He wants to do it, because we refuse to release and purge those things that no longer fit, no longer belong, and no longer work. What? What are you holding on to? Well, wait. What are you holding on to that's no longer serving you that you need to purge? What is that thing? What is that thing that, like, if you really got rid of it, like, it would free you up to really do some things? Maybe it's hurt. Maybe it's that someone hurt you. They hurt your feelings. They hurt your heart. They disappointed you. Maybe there's some hurt that you're holding on to that you need to purge so that you can move forward. Maybe it's just sheer disappointment, the disappointment of setting goals and not meeting them, the disappointment of believing in people and then they change up on you and they're not really who they say they are. Maybe it's anger. Maybe you're angry because you believed what they said, but it wasn't the truth. Maybe you found yourself in a place where you gave your all and your all wasn't enough. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's frustration. You've been frustrated about things not going the way that you want them to go and the way you need them to go. But this is what I want you to know. Mm. No matter what it is that you're holding on to that is no longer serving you, you need to purge it. Purge it. Get rid of it. Take it out. Let me tell y'all something. Today, I was at brunch. We're going to call it brunch. Today, I was at brunch, and I was with one of my spiritual daughters, and we were sitting there, and we were eating and having a good time, and there were some people sitting off to the side, and the Lord told me to tell one of the women something. I'm like, listen, I'm not here for that, God. I'm here just to enjoy my meal, just to I had some mimosas. I was drinking a little mimosa. Like, I just want to drink my mimosa and mind my business. That's it. And what I found was that God didn't care about why I was there. He didn't care about my agenda, but He cared about His agenda. And He let me know that His agenda was more important. So I had to tell the lady what the Lord said. And listen, by her response, I knew that God had spoken to some core things for her. So sometimes we have to purge our desire not to do what God is calling us to do. Now, listen, I need y'all to understand the depth of what transpired. I was sitting there, and one of my lashes was just acting real crazy, and it had lifted up. I said, Lord, I don't want to prophesy to this lady, and my lashes lifted up. I don't want to do it. I had to take them up, take these things off. I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to mind my own business. That's all. I just wanted to mind my own business. But you all, this is what you need to understand. Okay. You don't have business when it comes to God. When God says do it, you got to do it. And you may have to purge your desire not to do what God tells you to do. because that's a real thing. People don't want to talk about that. People don't talk, they want to act like they're always ready to do what the Lord says. The Lord said do and I do. The Lord said go and I go. The Lord said move and I move. Okay, great. But there are some people out there that have those days where they don't want to do all that. I didn't want to be the prophet. I just wanted to be Dr. V hanging out. That's it. But God had need of me. And I need you to understand that God has need of you. And that may look differently for you than it does for me, but it's the same end result, and that's that God has need of you. God has need of you to be in a place where you're clear, where you're purged, where you've gotten rid of the stuff that has been holding you hostage and preventing you from having the success that God desires for you to have. Why? Not for you, but for the world to know that God is God and he moves in certain ways and he manifests things and he makes things happen. And listen, he has the ability to create something out of nothing. On this journey called life, this journey called servanthood, this journey that God has me on, that I consistently find myself discovering more things that yet need to be purged. And just when I thought I've purged it all, something else shows up. So today, make a commitment to allow God to search your heart and you do some inner soul searching. Purge the stuff that's no longer serving you. And I don't care whether it's stuff that's internal in you. I don't care if it's habits. I don't care if it's traditions. I don't care if it's relationships. I don't care if it's people. Purge what needs to be purged so that God can do what it is that God desires to do in your life. Until you purge, you're going to consistently find yourself in a place where you're always close to the breakthrough, but you never quite get there. You're always close to the breakthrough, but you never quite break through. You're always close to the breakthrough, but you never experience it. I refuse. I refuse to allow myself to be stuck. I refuse to allow myself to hold on to a lot of weights. That's why I detox. Listen, and I detox daily because daily I'm putting stuff in my body that needs to come out. I detox daily. So when you see the changes, you see the transformation that exists in my life, it's because I'm willing to purge, even in the physical sense. Are you willing to purge? Listen, if you're not, you're not. But I'm going to tell you this. You'll forever be close, but you'll never get there. I personally choose to get there because I want everything that God has promised me. I want to experience the fullness of the joy that God has promised me. And I've had a glimpse of my future. It looks amazing. I'm determined to get there. I won't even let me stop me from getting there. So today, count your blessings. Enjoy your loved ones. Know that God has purpose for your life. Begin to explore those things that need to be purged, whether they're beliefs. It could be beliefs that are preventing you from having success, right? Purge that stuff so that you can go where God wants to take you. I'm determined to get there. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Listen, you guys, I love you as the life and life more abundant. If you missed my mic drop masterclass, I did it. I shared it live on Facebook last night. Go on my timeline, check it out. I promise you, it will bless you. Take your mic drop to the next level. Love you guys to life and life more abundant. Be blessed. Mwah.